Results Setup, Edit Season. Once the global result settings have been configured within Configure Exams Assist, the center should review the season-specific result settings. These settings allow the center to control which results services are available to candidates for the selected season, including access to scripts, review of marking, mock results, and NEA results. To review these settings, navigate to the Overview tab, select the required season, then choose Edit Season and open the Results tab. This video will explain each setting available within the Results tab. Show Results tab. The first option is Show Results tab, for results files imported from the exam boards. This setting controls whether the Results tab is visible within Exams Assist for the selected season. Before importing examination results from the awarding bodies, the center should ensure this option is enabled. If this option is not selected, the Results tab will remain hidden within Exams Assist. Access to scripts. The next section controls access to scripts. Access to scripts allows candidates to provide consent electronically for the center to access their examination scripts from the awarding bodies. To enable this service, select Allow students to consent to access to scripts by the center. When enabled, candidates will be able to complete an electronic consent form through the candidate portal. This allows candidates to confirm whether they consent to the center accessing their scripts and whether those scripts can be used for teaching purposes. If candidates agree to their scripts being used for teaching, they can also indicate whether they wish their identity to remain anonymous or whether they are happy for their name to remain visible. The center can configure a custom message by selecting Edit Message for access to scripts. This message can be used to explain what access to scripts is, any applicable deadlines, whether there are any associated costs, and how the center will process requests. If the center wishes candidates to actively request copies of their scripts for personal use, enable Allow students to request a copy of selected scripts. When this option is enabled, candidates can request copies of individual scripts directly through the portal. For example, a candidate may wish to obtain a copy of their English language script before deciding whether to submit a review of marking request. The option Allow exams officers to complete the student's consent form allows the exams team to provide consent on behalf of a candidate where appropriate. This can be useful where the candidate is unavailable, has left the center, or has provided consent by another method. The center can also control when access to scripts is available by entering dates and times within Portal Access to Scripts Active from and Portal Access to Scripts Active until. Review of marking. The next section controls review of marking requests. To allow candidates to submit review of marking requests through the portal, select Allow students to request a review of marking. When enabled, candidates can submit requests electronically, helping to reduce paperwork and administration for the exams team. The center can also configure a custom message by selecting Edit Message for review of marking. This message can be used to provide information regarding available post-results services, deadlines, fees, candidate consent requirements, and any center-specific instructions. The dates and times entered within Portal Review of Marking Active from and Portal Review of Marking Active until control when candidates are permitted to submit requests. For example, the center may wish to make review of marking requests available on results day and automatically close the service prior to the awarding body deadline, allowing time to process each application. Exams Assist also allows the center to control which post-result services are available to candidates. The available services are Clerical Check, Review of Marking, and Priority Review of Marking. Each service can be enabled or disabled independently and can also have its own active until date. For example, Priority Review of Marking is only available for a limited period after results are published. The center can enter the appropriate deadline for this service, whilst allowing clerical checks and reviews of marking to remain available until their respective closing dates. Once the deadline has passed, the service will automatically no longer be available to candidates. The center can also configure the fees displayed to candidates for each service. These fees can include both the awarding body's service fee and any additional administration fee the center wishes to charge. Alternatively, the center can enter a default fee, which will apply where no awarding body-specific fee has been configured. To configure awarding body fees, select Add Awarding Body, Then choose the required awarding body and qualification level. Once selected, enter the fee for each available service. The fee entered should be the total amount payable by the candidate, including both the awarding body's service fee and any administration fee charged by the center. This means candidates can clearly see the total cost of each service before submitting their application. When the fees have been configured, candidates will be able to view the cost of each available service before submitting their application. Finally, centers can request an alternative contact email address from candidates when submitting either an access to scripts or review of marking application. As candidates may leave the center shortly after results are published, the center may wish to collect a personal email address to assist with future communication regarding their application. When this option is enabled, candidates will be prompted to provide an alternative email address as part of the application process. This helps ensure that important updates, outcomes, and correspondence continue to reach the candidate after they have left the center. Mock results. The next section controls the publication of mock results. The center can define when mock examination results become visible to candidates by entering dates and times within Portal Mock Results Visible from and Portal Mock Results Visible until. This allows the center to release mock results on a specific date and time. A custom message can also be configured using Edit Message for mock results. Non-exam assessment results. The final section controls NEA results. NEA stands for non-exam assessment and includes coursework, practical assessments, and controlled assessments. The center can define when NEA results become visible within the portal by entering dates and times within Portal NEA Results Visible from and Portal NEA Results Visible until. A custom message can also be configured using Edit Message for NEA results, allowing the center to explain the appeals process. Please note that NEA results are not displayed to parents through the portal.